Hey everybody, welcome back. We actually won a Monster Train expert level challenge recently. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, but here we are. How about that? I got 45 minutes to fit in a run today. Let's see what we're doing. So we just did this. Prove that you can win once with no combat previews. Honestly, it's kind of hard because it's on Ascension level 25, right? Let me see what we got else here. Powered up stewards you won't want to play. They all get advanced prototype, and we get more of them. Non-champion units cost +2 energy, but you start with Sketches of Salvation. Honestly, I want to try this one. 4 random units get summoned. We want super heavy units to get summoned. So honestly, I'm like, I think we go Hellhorned with spells. And then Umbra, and we're gonna fish for like the Shadow Siege type unit and then the Consumer of Crowns. And I think like genuinely, I know this is how we just won our last run, isn't it? But either way, I stand by this as being doable. All right, so we like our train stewards, +2 capacity on the middle floor. It is kind of interesting, but even then. Is this 2 on the middle floor? We don't need the capacity on the middle floor, is what it comes down to, because it's always going to be packed. I think we want that. It's always going to be packed on the middle floor. In order to make it relevant, we would need to get like so many capacity upgrades in the first place. We actually can turn this on. So we should just have 4 train stewards on the middle floor no matter what. They all come out with lifesteal that's like completely irrelevant. You guys are doing a ton of damage, so we're going to put you up here. And then where would you put another train steward? Honestly, it's worth way more than a Shade Splitter, so we'll put you up here. Everything's looking actually fine, by the way. Like, no problem whatsoever. I would say, you know, why not get that going? Let's not say we did. I like the idea of the Rage plus the Ember Drain is kind of goofy here. That's not to say I don't like it, though. We'd have no energy for our next turn. But on the other hand, how much damage would it give you? 16. So if we did both of these, take you to 22 by 2. No energy for our next turn, but we might get around on the cycle. I kind of respect it. We also have so much energy. We could do nothing with it. We could do something with it. I choose to do nothing with it. All right, no energy. We let it go. And I think we're fine. Now this is what we were looking for, is that right there. It's a pretty good start. We just got to be very careful of the units we add. Like, I kind of just want to... I genuinely sort of think, I do love that we just power up our existing train stewards. By the way, things that are free are going to be mighty tempting. So I think if you just power up your existing train stewards, we might hit Pog City. A Demon Fiend would also be fine. Or that's what I meant, actually, as an Alpha Fiend. The only thing is we need the Alpha Fiend to be summoned. If the Alpha Fiend is not summoned, then essentially this card has no reason to exist. Because we can't pay for it. The double stack's kind of interesting. We'll just dump like 2 torches this way. I don't really feel the need to make anything cheaper. But I do feel like getting rid of some spells is mighty interesting. Like, these basic torches, especially because we have a piercing horn already, I don't think it's as necessary. But yeah, I'm very happy we got the Alpha Fiend. You have haste? I'm not going to turn this on. The more unit drafts we have, the better, for sure. No doubt. Let's go. However... And it's kind of a big however. Right, the morsels are too expensive. Now I understand. Okay, so actually, now that I think about it, our Shade Splitters have got to go. Like, it's non-negotiable. Our Shade Splitters have got to go. I think we'll just torch this floor. And then as for perils of production, I'm like, not yet. It's not necessary yet. So I'd much rather pay for a train steward than worry about morsels here. I'm now realizing, like, morsels are just straight garbage. On the other hand, that Inferno, not straight garbage. Like, genuinely fantastic. So what I would be looking for next, I guess, is, like, we need to go to unit upgrades. We need our train stewards to get pogged. Ascending units, not necessarily bad. These imps are not worth it. I'll take an ascend just to split enemies up. I think is pretty good. We no longer respect packed morsels. I think a mind collapse could be good because we can control the cost. If we could give it plus 10 power, I'd be pretty happy. We don't really want to dupe a card right now. Consumer of Crowns, maybe? A Demon Fiend. That, I mean, which one was I talking about? We'll never be able to play it. I think we got to accept that the Alpha Fiend is the way forward for us. And then, I mean, to be honest, a large stone is worth way more on you than it is on the Alpha Fiend. We are kind of fishing for Demon Strike, but we're also just trying to pog up as many of these train stewards as possible. Did I say Demon Strike? I meant Multi-Strike. On the best of days with a newborn, I'm still a little sleepy. So, just accept it. I get that we do have a Dante available on this one. I'm going to make everybody upset, and I'm going to say no. But I really do feel like this challenge is actually fine right now. We're kind of in a good if you do, good if you don't situation. If we get the Demon Fiend, which is actually an Alpha Fiend on the middle floor, great. If we don't, that's fine because we got a Train Steward there instead. Now, it's bad because we'll never be able to afford it, but whatever. So we do want you on the upper floor. This will be consumed. This is not worth playing, I think, so we'll just make sure you get toasted. Yeah, it's not worth playing. We want to get those out of our deck as soon as possible. No morsel is worth that cost. I think. We'll do the same thing here. I think we want you toasted. Honestly, I think we benefit from ascending you. Do we have our good one up here? Oh, yeah, right at the front. Just maybe not where we'd like to see them, but it's where they are. That's okay. Now, you're doing 10 damage. It's suboptimal. It's actually, like, really tempting to just put a Train Steward up here instead. Could also just wipe this floor. I don't really think wiping the floor seems to be mattering right now, though. You have a damage shield. Honestly, it's a bit wonky. I think I want you at the front. I want you to block for our champ. You're a decent blocker. I can live with it. I'll tell you. We want to do this. This right here. Still don't want to play a Shade Splitter. Never do. And everything is, like, way better than Hunky Dory right now. This feels like... Honestly, like, it feels like we're cheating a little bit. Like, it's too easy. We don't even have to do the calculations. Like, our Train Stewards are just too strong right now. They're too strong for you, traveler. My Train Stewards are not fit for a beast, much less a man such as yourself. Anyway, you lose. I win. Good day, sir. I said good day. So far, so good. I think we want energy, by the way. Rage 7 is really good, but Furnace Tap is also really good. Especially if we can freeze it. I think this plays well with our multi-strike units. I'm just being straight up with you. We don't want these units. The Train Stewards are better. It's energy or draw, and I think it's energy. I can't believe we're relying this much on our Train Stewards, but it's the way it should be, I think. Removal matters a lot to me. It really does. We're drawing a lot of trash right now. I'm being straight up with you. All I want to see is Shadow Siege. I want to see Shadow Siege. I want to see Consumer of Crowns. That's it. Holdover. Well, I actually don't really think we have anything we like Holdover on. Mind Collapse works well, but it needs the buff. You know what? If we can get 13 damage, then we can't afford the Holdover. That's fine. Make Furnace Tap more playable. Maybe we can remove Consume in the future. I think everything's going okay. Multi-Strike is always nice, but I think we do have a champion that we can sort of put on their own floor, hopefully. Non-boss, enemy units, enter with spikes 4. It's bad, to be clear. How much HP do our average train stewards have? 13. I would love to turn it on. I would love the artifact. I don't think I can swing it. I just don't. So you do 5 damage and 2 damage. You have an incant trigger, though. I'll level with you. This seems really good. Followed by this. Moving you up a floor is funny, but I don't think it plays to our strengths, to be honest. And we can't even play Mind Collapse for 0, huh? Yeah, I don't think this is how we do it then. I don't think we trigger the rage with a torch or anything like that. I think it's a little too goofy to be useful. I always think it's worth playing a Train Steward right now, which is a rare thing for me to be saying, but it's the honest to goodness truth. You're already toasted. We got our Demon Fiend out there, which is nice, which is actually an Alpha Fiend in case that hasn't been made abundantly clear. Similarly, like, I don't think anything's making it through this floor, but I always love a Train Steward, dude. So if I can just find a place to play it and still get some kills, I'm a pretty happy man. So Furnace Tap is the interesting one. You get multi-strike forever, but the Ember Drain does not last. So I do think that it's worth doing it right here. You should get a bunch of Slay triggers. Do I care about the Rage? Not really. You are almost dying as well. But you know what? We might be able to put something in front of you on the next turn. We can't put a Morsel in front of you because we won't have quite the energy, but... like, we could put a Train... no, because we have Ember Drain. Oh, baby! We still can't, but it's the thought that counts or something. Alright, so we got 1 energy. Honestly, you know what I'm thinking. Give him a quick ascend and put him at the back here. And then keep hitting him, dude. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I actually can sneak one of these up here. It's not amazing, but it's something. The vent for 0 hurts, but we're still getting there. That actually worked out pretty well. Okay, where do we stand here? We are speeding through a little bit. We're going a little fast. I honestly think it's not a dead card, but it's not quite good enough. Being able to move a unit to the front is interesting for sure. Ember Forge is one of the few that kind of appeals to me right now. Because we do 10. I'm going to take it. You don't want it, really, to get summoned. I don't know, maybe... there's something to that. There's something to that. I'm willing to give this Prism Retrieval a shot. I think any of those could have worked okay, but Gem Trove we probably didn't have the base to pay for. Again, dude, I love a free Relic. I hate that we're getting split up here, but I think we need our Train Stewards to be better. I'll give you the Pyre Health. 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 I don't mind it. 20 Pyre Health for that Relic. I don't mind. I mean, that's basically like they canceled themselves out. We got a free Relic. Let's think of it that way. We got a free Relic. So Endless, we don't care. Multi-Strike, we would care. Plus 10 is always good. Like, that's awesome. Quick would have been nice as well, but that's okay. We're going to just make these Train Stewards that much better. Damage Shield 3 is okay, but is it worth as much as cutting, like, this trash out of our deck? I don't think it's worth as much as cutting the trash out of our deck. I think we're making the right decision here. Enemy units appear on each floor. How much do they get dazed? 1. For 150 coins, I say absolutely not. I say no to your request. I find it ridiculous. Okay. We love it. We love it. Okay. You guys aren't doing very much damage, which is wonderful. We like this a lot. We're getting plus 15 health. You'd love to see it. We're pogging up down here. Honestly, can I tell you something? Why not? Why not? We got a lot out of that. You're all going down. You are a good Train Steward. You are. I'm going to put you up here. I don't think I'm going to hit anything else. Although, now that I think about it, that may save us a little damage. Or actually, you know what it does? It saves us a damage shield. Pretty valuable. Love getting hit by lots of weak units. You have become unbelievably strong already. It's a pretty good vent. It does make you stronger, but it's a good vent. You live, though. Ooh. Not for long. You only have to vent for 1. So you could do something else with your extra energy. Even if it is just that. Not that that's going to matter. And we don't really want to move these guys on this, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we want to move you up 1. Vent for 2 instead. Like, the Alpha Fiend doesn't really benefit from being on the same floor as our champ. In my opinion, at least. This is something that is very important to us. The multi-strike is huge, but hear me out here. So you go multi-strike. That's big. We also give you this. And then we use Prism Retrieval, and it can't hit anything. So we don't actually do that at all. We put the Train Steward back here. Don't do anything with the torches. They have no raison d'etre right now. We're very happy with where we stand regardless, though. Can't get 2 energy out of this that we really, to be honest with you, can't do much with, but that's okay. How we doing here? You're only taking 40 damage. Not good. However, this for some extra energy, followed by this, and then this. Now you're not taking any damage. What? Get this out of my deck. It's alright. The next floor appeals to me. You have no stealth, you are dead. I don't know why I thought it would be fun to raise you up a level. I'm glad we didn't. How's our Alpha Fiend doing? Hey, we really want them to get multi-strike as soon as possible, for sure. But it's, you know, we gotta wait for it to show up. We gotta wait for it to show up. I don't think any of these tend to be that good for us right now. Things are getting, you know, touchy. But we're doing pretty well. We really do want this. The extra gold is a nice little bonus here, too. Multi-strike. Quick is good. But for right now, we're like, you know, if we could just bump this up a little bit. And then even this. But then I'm like, you know what? I think we reroll first. Multi-strike. It's alright. Get one of those going. Plus 25 HP. It is better if you end up at the front, but I think we can do better. I think we can do better than that. What do you got for me? I feel like I don't want any of these, unfortunately. But this is not a bad thing. I think we're being carried by the original parameters of the challenge. But I feel like it's going really well so far. I'm a little bit worried about 4 units being summoned on the floor where summoning things does bad stuff to us, but let's see. Oh, we get to go first, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright. When you rally on this floor, it applies daze to your units. Big whoop. Here's what we do like. We love that. We love this. And then we don't play anything else. Like, we don't want to kill you. We don't want to get any Ember Drains. We're happy with the way this is moving right now. Watch out for the incants. That's the scary time. On incant, apply +1 to spells in hand. Luckily, not a concern for us right now. You do get extra armor on the incant. That's fine. I'm gonna choose to live with that. I'm like 22 damage. Takes you to 90. Then you'll have 10 left. I can't get you there. Can't get you there. What I can do is kill you. And just make your life slightly more annoying. That's good hitting. That's good hitting. Okay, we can't rally on this floor, which is actually completely okay. Nothing available for Prism Retrieval. You definitely do hate to see it. We do love this multi-strike in a huge way, though. We don't want to rally. I think, like, this is interesting to maybe use here. I don't think we need it. I think we may benefit long-term. Oh, we can't fit you anywhere. Okay. I'm confused, though. I'm like, okay. Oh, because you go first. You're going to die in 2 hits, and then you're going to get... Okay. So I honestly don't think we play this, because I think it just messes with it. If we're going to play it, we'd play it up here, but there's no reason to. So there's really no reason to play anything except maybe a Prism Retrieval to get it out of our deck, which is not a good value, but I think it was weirdly enough our best play. So I know it's goofy, trust me. We have 0, but that allows us to get 2. That's working out, like, reliably well, which is very surprising to me so far. You don't really want any extra energy. We'll just hit you a little bit, make you more likely to die on the next floor. Champ is doing a great job of standing their own. Honestly, like, this floor kind of looks fine right now. I think I'd actually like to, with 1 energy, I'd like to ascend you. So you're going to die here and not give these guys any buff. And we're not going to use a Perils of Production. Like, it doesn't matter yet. I suppose we could have ascended our champ and then played an Inferno on the bottom floor by using, like, the Perils of Production to get extra energy, but it's not a bad play necessarily. So we can and can't here. You got to be careful about this one. We really do want to play a Train Steward, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you some extra power. Then we will still play a Train Steward here. We don't want to play a spell because it's going to make all of our other spells more expensive, so. That was unnecessary, but we'll take it. We got to be, like, headed to the final round here. So the Ember Drain, it's got a little ways to go, but that's okay. No real reason to play anything, honestly. We must have done some damage to the boss as well. Not much, that's for sure. We're doing 7-12. You got, like, no special bonuses. So you know what? You're going to die anyway. We might as well Ember Drain you. That's not a lot, but I think it's good enough. I think we're going to make it through here just fine, but I am a little nervous about the future floors, for certain. You are dead here. That's good news. So is energy still our problem? I do think so, even more so than draw. But it's close between energy and draw, I think. All of these are horrible for us right now, I think. We should not have taken Umbra. I'll just own up to it. This is really just Hellhorn plus, you know, whatever else. I gotta be honest, though. I really don't think that we do tend to run out of energy, but usually it's like, oh, we can't play a torch. Who cares? Who cares? I think we're better off this way. Okay, so we're gonna add to our deck by subtraction. Both of these Shade Splitters have gotta go. Pretty much the torches have gotta go as well. Now this is incredible. If we can get more Furnace Tap whipping around. My god. Now, you know what? I actually think Hornbreak does a little better here. And then to make something cheaper? No, not really. I mean, I understand that actually it makes a Vent for 0 better, but 3x plus 1. Nah, it's not necessary. A Hornbreak for 0 is pretty good. I understand Event looks better, but we're not going to encounter that many, you know, under 10 HP units now, I think. I like you're holding your own on a floor. I don't want to mess with that. Enemy units enter with armor 20. So you would have armor 120. You would have... Honestly, I think we can do this. We haven't had to utilize our top floor at all so far. I think we can do it. It carries some potential problems. Like, we're going to be so heavily Ember Drained that your head's going to explode. Maybe we don't play the Furnace Tap right away then. Although you're a sweeper, so you're going to Ember Drain the crap out of us regardless, right? It's really like, do you play a Train Steward, or do you play Furnace Tap? It's very tempting to get the Furnace Tap going. And it might be the right play. So I'm gonna do it. I think we should have one more Train Steward coming around anyway. And now we're still Ember Drained, don't get me wrong. The damage shield should protect us, though. You're at 15 HP. That's not what we like to see. But you're coming back from it. That's exactly what we do like to see. Hold on. So you're crushing it. You were dazed up there. So we're fine with this. This is super weird, but hear me out. What are you going to pull? You're going to pull a train steward, right? So then we got a 50 by 2, 13 train steward for 0. Yeah. We do like it. It's probably going to die to sweep, but we like it nonetheless. We may not have energy for like the next 20 turns. Like we're Ember Drain for 7. It's not great, for sure. And now you see the same problem I see, I'm sure, which is how the heck are we going to get out of this? It's a fair question. But when you die, your Ember Drain will die with you. So we can take the extra energy for now. And I am like, you know what? At this point, you should ascend. And if the train steward dies, it's not great, but whatever. You know? And then we'll furnace tap you one more time. We will never have energy again. I've come to accept that. What we do have is a 92 by 3 unit that only gets punished by sweep, which does exist. You're making it up, huh? That's something we do not like to see. But a train steward on the top floor... I know we had this torch as well, but the train steward on the top floor might get us there. You're getting insanely strong. You love to see it. I don't like when that happens. I think we gotta just get you. You taking 0 sucks. But if you hit our pyre, not really that big of a deal, right? So I can't really do anything. This will be interesting. How we doing here? We gotcha. All right. Well, you know what? If we gotcha, let's not mess with it. Might have been a little heavy on the Ember Drain. But we did get 400 gold for a little pyre health. We don't have the energy base to apply this, and the fragileness is way too dangerous. I think we're very happy with where we stand. Something on that, but... Okay, 525. We want unit upgrades and relics. Whatever the unit upgrade path is, we take it. We also wish to get rid of all of these regular torches. It's a fairly tight deck for a challenge like this. We gotta take a look. We don't love any of that. That's kind of a gimme. An obvious one, I should say. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. Gain 7 extra energy on the first turn of battle. Or friendly units enter with Rage 3. It's not bad. We got a lot of multi-strike, but it'll decay pretty quick. I actually think this is like a doubled up reroll. I think we reroll right off the bat, because we don't have any summon abilities. Like, at all. I believe. Friendly units get stronger on Slay. I think it's worth taking. Everything else I think is pretty bad. And I think this is a reroll for certain. The multi-strike is what we want on the Alpha Fiend, and it's a heavy cost to get him there, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Then what do you dupe? I don't think you dupe the Alpha Fiend. I don't know what you dupe. Honestly, I actually think you might go heavy on the Mind Collapse to pull you out of the energy basement. I don't even know what version of Seraph this is. Oh no, it's the one that kills you instantly. Attacks every turn and applies melee weakness and gains attack on Incant and Rally. Okay, so we just lose. That's what that might as well say. This version of Seraph is extraordinarily hard. So I believe we've already hit you with like 4 rally triggers, which is a really good start for us. This is fine. I suppose here's the thing. You might be like, oh, you could hit first with Inferno. I don't think that's the play. I think you do this. We get plus 25 HP regardless. I would love to play a Train Steward. Which Train Stewards we got here? We got a great Train Steward right here. Now, do we want to take an Ember Drain to get more Train Steward action? I think it's too early to do that. just to have one up here for no reason. Okay, the melee weakness is really dangerous, for example. However, we can get a great vent on this floor. You'll still hit really hard. If we vent... Oh, you know what? I think we stop. But the incants are so frustrating, dude. Venting for 3 is good enough. I hate it because we don't get to play a train steward here. I think we just vent for what we've got right now. You get stronger by 1. Big whoop. And then what do you do with your capacity? Honestly, you just play it up there because you can. And then this, we don't incant because we don't want you to be stronger. So we're thinking it through. The melee weakness is still, it's just disgusting how good it is. We do want to play the furnace tap. We can get around this. Okay, so it's very scary to give you the furnace tap, though. I honestly think we might want to give it to a unit that's more likely to live. And I think that's you. Even though it would make you stronger. Well, I don't know. Could we get you to a slay? Well, you're not even, like, attacking on this turn. Either way, you're not going to slay. Although, what do you get rage? How much rage do you get per hit? 5. So you'll get to 31. I don't know, man. You're at plus 20. No, sorry, you're at 13 rage. You'd be at 18. Your normal damage is 42 because of your slay. You're at 68 because of the rage. You get hit 3 more times, which will give you 15 more rage. No, you're not getting hit 3 more times. You're getting hit 1, 2, 3, 4 more times, which is 20 rage, which is 40 extra damage, which is 108, which will let you do 2 damage, but you're not going to get hit because we're going to be venting. Either way, let's assume you get hit once. You get hit once, you gain 573, you won't get a slay trigger. Very interesting. It's a very interesting situation we got here. So what do? I think we furnace tap you or you. Technically, you would be better, but I don't think you're going to attack every time. So I think we're going to give it to you for now. But you scale, though. All right, I'm going to give it to you for now. And then we're going to vent. You should... I've miscalculated. Which is really bad, to be clear. However, we can still do that, and then you'll live. We might as well Prism Retrieval. Now, we don't have a place to play it right now, because we don't want to play it up here and give you extra anything. But so be it. We got rid of our melee weakness here. But there may still be a chance. We have to incant right there. That's a gimme. Now, we want you to live. That will not happen. We embrace that. So, I think we will furnace tap you. I recognize the incant problem here. And we will hit you with something. This is not good, but it might be okay for now. Dude, it's the melee weakness is just like... I don't want to be like too salty, but it's really hard to get around. It's a tough one. So, I think... You know what? If you got melee weakness, you're just going to do better at the back. We know it to be true. You might as well just put a good train steward up there. You're not doing anything with these vents. Eventually, it's going to come for all these units. Like, all these units are going to suffer in their own way, right? But you're not dying, so we don't need to play anything to get any incant triggers going here. I think we ice you. Stop you from attacking. We're just trying to, like, if possible, to slowly burn off our, our Ember Drain would be nice. Until we get Furnace Tap again and inevitably just go for it. You're gonna die. There's not much we can do about that. I don't think we're getting around it. I think it's better to just, like, do something like that. We need to make sure you're still going, though. But, dude, you are an 84/4 Alpha Fiend. This is pretty much what I wanted to see the whole time. So, are we going to get around our Ember Drain? Honestly, the answer seems like heavily no. I know you're getting stronger. If we're not going to get around our Ember Drain, then we should embrace the Ember Drain. With something like that. Dude, that's so good because, oh, it doesn't really preserve a damage shield, but so be it. I'm pretty sure we're heavily toasted, by the way. You are taking 885, but we need something in front of you is what it's all about. If we don't have something in front of you, then you're just dying regardless. I think we did really well. Like I think we put up a good effort on this one. I really think if we weren't fighting this champion, we would be fine. Because we're fighting this champion, it's fricked. You do get stronger on the accounts, so you just gotta... I mean, are we getting ahead of you? At any point here? No. So, just accept it. It sucks. But I honestly think that was a pretty valiant attempt. And if we'd fought any other Seraph, I think we get the dub there, believe it or not. For now, though, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more Monster Train in the future, and I'll see you next time. See ya!